Alright, just not really that much to talk about, but this is about the Assassin's Creed Shadows. Um, I think it's the first bit of gameplay we've seen. Like, just a quick little, probably not even 10 minutes, like, discussion on just this quick little part. Is that where Yutski comes in? I swear to God, there's a fear system in place for him. Because after he picks up the guy with his sword, like sticking out of him, they immediately cut to Yutski surrounded, but not surrounded. It was like, I'd say about 3, maybe 4 enemies there, but it was particularly focused on one, like within like some type of eyeline sight. Eyeline sight, fucking idiot. But yeah, he's like in his actual eyesight, he's just like right there type thing, and he like he stamps his foot like, and I thought, right, that's just nothing. But you slow it down, and he stamps his foot, and the guy in front of him actually quivers in fear. What it looks like he quivers in fear. And I was just thinking, like, it would actually make quite a lot of sense for them to implement a fear tactic, whether it be for both characters or just Yutski. Because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing somewhere that they said that for Assassin's Creed Hex, they were going to implement a fear system as well. And, like, let's not be, like, stupid here. Like, they introduced that in Assassin's Creed Syndicate in the Jack the Ripper DLC. And then now, I don't know, it just, if it's not, I mean, a touche, but it just seems like too much of a coincidence that he stamped his foot, the guy quivers in fear, like he literally goes bang like that, and like smoke comes out, obviously, because he's like a fucking huge guy, and then the guy in front is like that, like, I don't know, it just seems very fear-based esque, because I feel like if his fear level was high enough, then he would have ran away or something. But because it weren't high enough, he just made him like that, which would have been an easy kill type thing. And then also because I just feel like it would be kind of in their best interest to introduce the players to the fear system, like when like the Shadows ones release, so then it's not a completely foreign aspect to the players when Assassin's Creed Hex comes around, and then it's like, oh well, why the fuck's there like a fear-based system? Like, yes, we told you there was going to be one, but like, you don't really know what you're doing. That could be for the players that didn't play Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but then at the same time, as I said, it just seems all too very mixture-esque, because Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Jack the Ripper, DLC, like, if you stab someone in front of someone, then they fucking run away. But then, to be honest, we've always kind of had that, like, low-key fear system going on. Like, I remember, I think it was Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So, the only good ones. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure that even in them, like, if you kill enough people, one enemy will just pack up his shit and leave, like fucking run for the hills. And at that point, you can either let him go or just run after him and stab him. But then the people that first introduced it, I don't know. I don't know if they've got it in mind to say, oh yeah, we're gonna introduce it into this Assassin's Creed to get you used to it for Assassin's Creed Hex. But either way, it's like Assassin's Creed Syndicate is where it first came in properly. You know what I mean? And then now it's starting to look like they're going to have it in Assassin's Creed Shadows as well. Because, I mean, stamping your foot to someone and then having them quake in fear seems like there's even a tiny bit of a fear system going on there. Because I say fear system because back in the earlier Assassin's Creeds, you actually have to kill a bunch of people before one runs off. But this looks like he initiates a fear, like he initiates the fear in the guy by just stomping his foot and having him quake in fear, as where the other guys over in the back don't. So I feel like, I mean, they've at least changed it compared to the last time I played it. So with that being said, I could definitely see that they've going to have turned it into just something. Like I generally do feel like it's going to be more of a until you get to the higher tiers of fear, it's going to only affect one person. But then, say for an example, I feel like like in Assassin's Creed Shadows, you're going to be able to upgrade said fear system, and then also on top of that, I feel like you're going to then be able to what's the word? Like charge it as well. Think karmic overload in Infamous, where you have to get it full and then you unleash it type thing. I feel like it's going to be that, like you have to fill it up to the max, but then it gets stronger as you thus level it up, but you can just like start it by like the weakest bit, which the weakest one of it would be just making someone quake in fear type thing, and it only be one person directed at. But then when it's fully maxed out, you're gonna it's gonna affect a group of people, and it's either gonna the smallest maxed out one is gonna be affects the group of people and they all quake in fear, but then the fully maxed out one is going to be there's a whole group of people, they quake in fear and then sprint. I feel like that's how the fear system's actually going to work for the Assassin's Creed Shadows, to introduce players into their new fear system that has been around for a little while, but they're going to try and get the players ready for it coming into Assassin's Creed Hex, because they are more than likely have going to have revamped it from the Jack the Ripper DLC days. So anyway, I'm out.